What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to The Burp. Here we are, three middle-aged guys, still talking sports and still talking to you. We've made it this far, fellas. How you doing? Welcome back to The Burp, everybody.
Microphone check, 1, 2, 3. Tuning into what's hot like a cup of tea. The Burp is live, it's time to feast with BLT icon bringing you the heat. Static on the dial and the crackle in the air. Feeling like a rebel in the days wear and tear. The BLT icons pouring out the noise. Tuning into the Burp.
As we always start, what are we drinking? Luca, what do you got today?
I don't want to start. I just,
Billy, what are you drinking? What do you got?
Oh, I sense a little karma coming. Well, I have some Captain Morgan with some 7-Up, splash of Coke.
All right.
And I got some water next to me too.
Oh, okay. That is, that is a change up right there if we ever saw one. So, Luca, you good to go now?
Yeah. Well, I have this big jug right here. It's full of water.
Pussy.
What?
Well, hold on. Oh, thanks, Olivia. Thank you. Looks like I got myself a Cooler's Light. Thanks to Olivia. She just raided Billy's fridge. So there we go.
Nice.
Wow. Swerve. That was a swerve.
That's for my own dignity and pride. I even messaged Billy on the side. I was like, hey, look, man, if you're not going to drink today, I won't give you shit. I was trying to set it up. I was trying to give him a day off. But
that's awesome. All right. Well,
might have had one too many yesterday.
Well, okay. I get it. All right. Well, finishing up here, I am still going strong on the real American beer from the Hulksters. So cheers, fellas, to another week at the Burp Bar. You know what? I'm ready to get going. Are you guys ready to kind of get going?
Ready.
All right, let's hop right into it. The first thing we want to talk about, and I think it deserves some talking because we've been really nice to these people for a little bit. The WNBA. Let's hop right into the WNBA and their new mascot.
Just lean into it. Like, make some money somehow. Just go with it.
I love how you say hop right into it because Luke is going to hop right on that.
Right on. Oh, man.
Shooting 100%.
A lot of this does come from the fact that the WNBA is having a problem with dildos being thrown onto the court. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this whole thing. If Billy, go ahead and start us off. What do you think about the dildos being thrown onto the WNBA courts?
So inappropriate. How dare they raid Ben's drawer like that?
Hey, Ben, come on, man. Oh, that's mean.
It's weird, dude. It's weird. Like, how do you get through, like, the metal? I mean, obviously it's not metal. I mean, it could be. Maybe it's I don't know. But, how do you carry that in? You can't even bring a bag in most that's larger than a fanny pack. So how you fitting dildos up in there?
Well, imagine when they have a no bag policy. How you bringing that in?
Oh, the awkward walking. Like, you got Peter Griffin, like, pushing everybody out of the way.
Yeah, Luca, grace us with your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, after finding out it was some crypto thing, trying to get publicity and everything. Okay. I mean, I still don't know who the crypto company is, nor do I care. I think it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's kind of rude. You're already adding insult to injury with what happened at All-Star break. So I think they took it a little bit too far. Is it funny? Yes. But, I mean, you flip it around, if it was a bunch of, like, roast beef getting thrown at dudes on a basketball court and everything like that, would that be funny? Yes, it'd be absolutely hilarious, especially if like somebody like threw one of those craft singles at LeBron and stuck to the side of his head. Oh, I'd be totally for it. But then it's just gonna ruin NBA and watching it and having screens up everywhere, and it's just gonna ruin the experience of going to the game. So,
how hard would LeBron flop if he got hit in the face with a dildo?
Oh goodness. I think he's probably done that already, but who knows?
I think he would just sit on it.
Oh boy. Wow. Luca, you brought up talking about having to have nets there. So this was tweeted out from someone named Vanessa at Nessikins. They're just talking about, so it's a picture of a WNBA court, and it's got nets around it. And NBA Centel, like, I don't know, whatever. It just says that all 13 WNBA teams are now required to install safety nets to protect against dildo throwing incidences, per league officials. What do you guys think about that viewing right there? I don't know. Billy, you start us off on this one.
I mean, in baseball, nets are up to protect you from a foul ball. WNBA protect you from dildos. Structs to view. I mean, I don't know.
Let's just put their debt at from 41 million now. Like you're not making anything off of this.
No. All right. Well, okay, fellas, I think we've had a little bit of fun with the WNBA. The fact of the matter, it is happening, which, I don't even know how to respond to that one. So,
yeah.
What do you say we quick? So just so everyone knows, we're going to primarily talk about the NFL as the NFL season is kicking off. We're going to talk a lot about that, and we're going to do some more franchise bench cut, which we're super excited to do. Before we get there, though, I think we do need to acknowledge one thing that all three of us have on our heads. Besides this, we're all wearing Milwaukee Brewer hats. Y'all know that we're Milwaukee Brewers fans. So I just want to get you guys' thoughts on where you're thinking the Brewers are fitting into this year's postseason lookout, what it looks like, how you think they're doing right now. So, Luca, why don't you, as you are the host right now with the most information on the Milwaukee Brewers, why don't you get us started on where you think the Brewers are and how we're doing? In the meantime, I am going to share with everyone just the most recent power rankings, I guess, that came out. And in the meantime, Luca, go ahead and get us started on the Milwaukee Brewers' current state where they are now.
Yeah, I mean, they're crushing it. I don't want to jinx anything. TOS, thank you for that help earlier. You don't talk about it. You just enjoy it. And what we've been doing on the field has been absolutely amazing. Isaac Collins with that walk-off, I think at this point, maybe you got to put him up there for, I don't know, Rookie of the Year. Yes, he's 27 years old, but, I mean, he's batting 295, 8 home runs, 40 RBIs. Those are stats. I like the fact that the Brewers have upgraded the facilities to being a lakefront team now, being right on Lake Michigan with how much rain they've gotten. So that's why I wore this hat, show that, with Milwaukee flag on there with the water. But, yeah, it's cool. As far as postseason goes, I really don't want to get my hopes up. It'll be great having that first bye if we can keep this up and possibly set a new franchise record in wins. If we do that, we're for sure going to be a number 1 seed and have home field advantage. So we are pretty gosh darn good at home this year. It'd be nice to have every single fan there just keeping it electric. And to wrap up my thought on it, I just hope that the postseason is rewarding for us. I just know that those big payrolls step up when they need to. That's why they make those dollars. And come time for October, we got a couple guys who always like to give it away. So I'm crossing my fingers, hoping for the best.
Agreed. Billy, what can you add to that?
Well, I mean, Luca hit it on the head. I just think what the Brewers are doing, they're playing well on all sides of the ball, so to speak. Their pitching is good, their defense is good, their offense is good. And when you're talking about their offense, they're not just like relying on power hitting. They're balanced all the way around. They can steal. They can get on base. They can bunt. They can hit. They can run. They can do it all. So it's just all around good ball. It's a good time to be a Brewers fan. I don't want to jinx anything myself. Just like Lucas said, just going to enjoy it and go from there. But yeah, just great. And Lucas said it before that we started this, that undefeated in the month of August so far. So it's
Yep.
So much for not talking about it.
well, fuck you. So I mean, I don't know.
Hey, Luca, can you text your buddy Brian with a Y and see if it's okay if I can say my thoughts on this real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure.
Only say positive things about the Mariners.
Hey, easy now. I'm still a Mariners fan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's your AL team. The only thing that I would add about the Milwaukee Brewers right now is that this is unprecedented territory for all of us Brewer fans. We are 5 games better, right, standing-wise, than anybody in Major League Baseball right now. We're also 6 games ahead of the Chicago Cubs. If by chance we win today to make it a 10-game winning streak, that would also increase us to 6.5 game lead over the Cubs. And we're on pace for 100 wins this season. The Brewers have never had a 100-win season. So just some neat little tidbits there. I'm super, super excited to just watch this team. I hope we can continue strong into October and make a push. Last year, we did talk about how the curse was broken for the Brewers. Any team that beat the Brewers, in the playoffs, they would go on to win the league pennant. And that didn't happen last year with the Mets. So they broke the curse. So I'm really, really hoping that, we're no longer, what was his name, Dane Cook in that movie where he was always like making love to the
Good luck, Chuck.
Good luck, Chuck. Right?
Yeah.
The Brewers are no longer good luck, Chuck. I hope we're over that. So that's just my two cents worth. Super, super hopeful again that the Brewers can just keep the thing going. What did you guys think about that flooding? I'm gonna bring up that photo real quick. Luca, show us more about your hat, how it fits so perfectly right now.
Isn't this like the Milwaukee flag or something like that? And this is supposed to be like Michigan down here and everything. This is Miller Park right up against the lake right there. So
that could be. So for everyone listening in right now, we just did bring up a picture in case you haven't seen it. American Family Field, or Miller Park, its rightful name. There was flooding. I think that's I-94 right in front of it. Cars up to their windows are just sitting in floodwaters all along that highway there. And it made it very difficult to get to the Brewers game on Sunday. And I do believe like half of the parking lots were inaccessible. So, but yet they were somehow able to get 33,000 fans to the stadium that day, which is pretty impressive. Wow. We did have a sellout. Unfortunately, not everyone could make it due to the flooding, but just also thoughts and prayers are out to those in the area, the southeast Wisconsin area, and also anyone else who's been affected by the heavy rain and flooding. So thoughts out to you all. That's just a surreal sight to see. That's your lakefront property, as you were talking about there, Luca. So, All right. Any final notes on the Brewers before we move on to what everyone wants to talk about right now, and that is the NFL?
Nope.
Make sure you have your fishing license. The DNR are camping out over at AmFam Field. They will check it if you do go fishing.
All right. Well, let's move on. Let's get to talking about the NFL because that's primarily where we're going to spend a lot of our time today. So let's start off. As everyone knows now, week 1 of the NFL preseason has concluded. It's in the books. I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. Billy, start us off. How did you feel about week 1 of the NFL preseason? Anything that stood out to you, or just nice to have football back?
Well, yeah, nice to have football back. That Jaguars kicker kicking a 70-yarder, that
dude,
like so cool, was also like neat. You did it in preseason, like, so it's like, didn't that like not go down like in record books or something because it was a preseason game? So it's like, dude, save that leg for the season. I'm curious if they try it again. Why not? If you did it. But yeah, it's nice to have football back. Gearing up for all that is exciting.
Okay.
Packers lost to the Jets, right?
Yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. But
How many drops do we have that game?
Jordan Love underthrew like 12 different receivers throughout the game, so it was
He didn't
terrible.
have 12 attempts.
Surprise,
Calm
surprise.
He had it right to Malik Heath, and he dropped it right in his hands. And they're like, well, that's already 3 drops for today. I was like, really? That was the first one I saw. But
Well,
Oof.
didn't Jalen Reed sprain his ankle or something too?
Yeah, Jaden Reed's going to be out with a foot injury until
Foot injury. Okay.
maybe through week 1, they're saying.
Okay.
ouch. That's the one thing that guts me about watching preseason. Guys getting injured, like the guy from Baltimore, man. Oof.
Yeah.
His leg, that hurts. But then it's also cool seeing it on the flip side where you risk your body and then all of a sudden, boom, you're a new kick return, punt returner for Baltimore at the same exact time because you just busted out a couple long ones. So make or break, next man up.
Absolutely. Luca, what else you got? What are your takeaway from week 1?
Yeah, how did Graham Mertz get drafted? I mean, the Wisconsin quarterback who left, it's because he was not very good. I want to watch the SEC show now on Netflix because I just saw him pop up with a jersey on talking about this is it, blah, blah, blah. And he goes 0 for 3. Or 3 interceptions. Like, what in the world are you even doing with the uniform on, man?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get
Wisconsin too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. That's all I got.
So who drafted Graham Mertz?
Was it Texas? I know I took a screenshot, but it was just of his stat line. I want to say it was Texas.
Texas, the Texans?
The Texans, yeah.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Graham Mertz was a 4-star recruited quarterback who the Wisconsin Badgers college football team, they were so excited to get this guy. And he was going to be our next big quarterback. We stayed with him for I think 2 or 3 years. And then he ended up not living up to expectations. But again, not picking on the guy because he was a college kid and still learning. He did end up transferring to the University of Florida, and he was the starting quarterback for the University of Florida the last 2 years. So did he get drafted by the Texans, Luca? Is that what you found?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he got drafted by the Texans, and it sounds like he just picked up where he left off with throwing interceptions. So for those of you who don't know, Graham Mertz was supposed to be a big name for the University of Wisconsin, but unfortunately that did not happen. Well, okay, this is a great segue. Let's lead into something that everyone loves to talk about. Okay, it's all over football all the time. It is the NFL quarterback. We're going to call it pyramid, like the tiers. Who is the best quarterback in football? Now, I took this from the Bill Simmons show, NFL quarterback pyramid. This is how he's got his guys ranked. If you see there at the bottom, he doesn't even have the Saints, Browns, or Colts because they really don't know what's going on. So we're not even going to worry about them. But in his quarterback pyramid, he's got Josh Allen at the top. The second tier, he's got Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. And his third tier, he's got Jaden Daniels, he's got Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts, and Brock Purdy. And he's got Brock Purdy ahead of some other guys like a Matt Stafford, a Jared Goff, Kyler Murray. So he's got, which I don't know, that one gets me a little bit, but having looked at this pyramid now, you guys are getting a chance, you guys are seeing this for the first time. I want to know your thoughts on this. So, Billy, let me know your thoughts. Did Bill Simmons get this pretty close to right? Or are there things that you would do to make it different? Let me know your thoughts.
Man, this is a lot to dissect. So, first, I think he has it right with Josh Allen. How can you not put the league MVP at the top? Makes sense.
Okay.
You got Pat Mahomes in that second tier with Lamar. Again, I get it. You have Mahomes and his greatness, and Lamar Jackson and his, and the MVPs he haven't Burrow. Like, I get it. It's sad to see Rodgers at the bottom. I'll say that. Yeah. It's kind of like, I
was wondering if you were going to catch that.
Yeah,
Rodgers all the way down there.
How the mighty have fallen. So it's a little sad to see that, but understandably, I mean, I don't hate this. Honestly.
Okay.
I think it's pretty spot on.
All right. What quick question then for you. What are your thoughts about having a running back in the second tier of the quarterback pyramid?
Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Okay. Let me back up. I think Purdy's a little too high.
Okay.
Now that you're saying that, Mr. Irrelevant, it's a little too high. I think I would replace Purdy with Goff in there.
Okay. That's fair. Luca, I see you moving your head around. Let's get your thoughts on this, Luca. Where's your thoughts lie in this quarterback pyramid?
Billy, get the fuck out of my head, man. I literally was about to say, get Purdy out of there. Goff, give him some respect.
No Super
Baker,
Bowls.
I mean, talk about. I think Baker should go up there too. Jaden Daniels, I think you've only been there for 1 year. I think you need another year under your belt of consistency to be up on that tier. I'll put Baker up there. Baker has rebuilt his career, and he's absolutely amazing now. Can't say anything bad about him. Other guys on there. I mean, if you're looking at the top, I can totally see Josh Allen at the top, especially with Haley Stanfield. Way higher than Brittany Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes. So I think maybe that should actually drop down a couple more tiers for Mahomes based off of that.
What about the enhancements, though? We've talked about this.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, that still doesn't compare to how cool Haley Steinfeld is. So compared to Brittany. So there's that. And then there's the, what do we call it? Also the other hook, having Mahomes' brother. I mean, so,
That
but
guy's
yeah, you really can't be too harsh on Bill with the list and everything. It's subjective. There's a couple guys who are more pure passers. You just want to see get moved up a little bit. A couple guys who aren't proven yet that should get moved down a little bit, but it's not up far off at all.
Okay. No, I totally get it. And I think the only thing I would say there, and I'm going to go a little different than where you guys went, is I'm looking at the bottom of that list, right? And I'm seeing a Russell Wilson, a Justin Fields, and an Aaron Rodgers at the very bottom of that list, right? I kind of feel like maybe one of those guys moves up because you got Tua turn the ball over. He's all the way up there. You got to move him down a little bit. You got Drake May sitting up top in the 1, 2, 3, 5th level. You got McCarthy, JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix, all ahead of these guys. I feel like there could be some movement around on the bottom. So, but yeah, definitely Tua turn the ball over should probably not be on that level. So,
is it weird?
But
is it weird that you have JJ McCarthy and Cam Ward already at that second tier from the bottom when they haven't even played an NFL game?
Yes.
Like it's kind of weird.
Agreed.
I mean, based on the hype that they have, like I get it, but it's kind of odd to have them placed not at the bottom and they haven't done anything.
Yeah, true. You got 2 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks at the bottom. You have a guy who got benched for a little bit last year, Bryce Young. You got Trevor Lawrence, who, I mean, maybe it's just his hair that got him on that tier, but I don't know. He had more interceptions than I believe Rodgers last year. So, and he has 0 Super Bowl wins. So, yeah, a little sketch.
All right, let me ask you guys this next question, because we see that the Colts, the Browns, and the Saints don't have a quarterback listed. One of the big talking points this weekend was, in fact, the play of Shedeur Sanders of the Cleveland Browns. And now today he was just listed as number 4 on their depth chart. So I'd like to get your guys' thoughts. Billy, let's start with you on what do you think is going on in Cleveland? Who do you think is actually going to take that starting job and run with it, and who rightfully should get it?
Man, that's hard because I think with Shooter, I just laugh. I hear Lucas say Shooter all the time. Yeah, it's sticking. I feel like Shedeur is not going to stay at number 4. I feel like they're probably keeping the ego at bay a little bit by saying, okay, Rook, you have to earn it a little bit more. I guess he didn't do too bad in the preseason game. I just think that's just to manage expectations and to keep the hype down. I feel like they're probably just going to roll with Flacco.
Okay.
I feel like they're just going to start the veteran just because he can manage the game, has the better football IQ. So that's my guess. So what do you have? Remind me. So you have Shador, you have Flacco, you have Massage Boy.
Deshaun Watson. Yep.
Who's the fourth?
Dylan Gabriel. And now you actually have 5. Technically you have 6 because you also have they just signed Tyler Huntley.
Oh, jeez.
And now the one that they're also worried about, I shouldn't say worried about, but they did sign Kenny Pickett as well. He's going to be getting a lot of play time to take away from a Shador Sanders.
Okay, so to answer your question officially, I bet you Flacco is QB1, Pickett QB2, Shador QB3 when it's all said and done. That's my prediction.
Okay. All right, Luca, I want to hear yours because I got a follow-up question. Go ahead.
Okay. I think the only reason that Shooter got put at 4 is because, all right, he got to play. He's at 4 just because we got to get some of these other guys reps and see how they look in real-time game. I think they saw what they needed to see, and week 3 will be where he moves back up or he sits wherever he's at. I think they love. Oh, they're gonna start the season with at least 3-4 quarterbacks. That or they might take the hit and get rid of Deshaun Watson. I mean, you might have to fall on that grenade. Just let him go. I'll say the one cool thing for Shooter is how he went up and called out that guy who he was the nicest in the world when talking to him. Like, come on, man, I don't say anything. I haven't done anything wrong. And the one guy's wanting to hold back Shooter. He's like, no, let me finish. Like, hey, man, why you gotta be such a a-hole to me, man? Like, I didn't do nothing to you. I'm just out here trying to do my work. And so for Shooter, like, have that one-on-one interaction, but he was super nice about it. That was super dope. I mean, I don't dislike Shooter. It was just how I didn't know if he was going to be about football when he got to the league or if he was going to be about wanting to rap. So that was a couple of things that threw me off a little bit. And hey, if he's going to be about football and that's how he's going to play on Sundays, more power to him. I'd like to see him up there. Realistically for the season, though, I don't know. Deshaun Watson at 1, Flacco 2, Shooter at 3, and Dylan at 4. They're going to have 4 quarterbacks, or Dylan Gabriel's going to be the practice squad.
Shooter has a good PR guy or gal that is telling him to not act out at a report like that. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to follow up with this question here because Deshaun Watson is going to be on injured reserve all year. So they're not going to have to move him anywhere, okay? That leaves them with 4 because they're going to cut Tyler Huntley. He was just a practice arm for now. That leaves you with 4, all right? And I think you guys are both saying that Flacco is going to start. Shador Sanders makes the team. Okay, so now you're down to Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. Who gets cut? Because I think they're only going to keep 3.
You're not going to cut Pickett. Yeah. You're not going to cut a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Kenny Pickett.
Right? Are they?
They cut Pickett. They cut him. You're not putting Dylan Gabriel. They drafted him before Shooter. They really like him. They're not going to put him on a practice squad. He's going to be number 3.
Okay, so Luca, you're thinking Pickett gets cut. Go ahead, Billy.
Well, then when you put it that way, then yeah, that totally makes sense. Why would you practice squad someone that you drafted higher than Shooter?
Yeah.
I gotta stop calling him fucking Shooter.
Okay.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful to Shooter McGavin. Yes, thank you. All right. That's what I wanted to bring up. I wanted you guys, so obviously week 1, we're kind of looking at what we got here. Let's go ahead and move on because I think it's time for us to bring up one of our franchise bench cuts. I know this is one of our favorite things to do, so I'm going to bring it up, put it on the screen here in just a second. So it's franchise bench cut, NFL QBs, all right? And this is going to be the top QBs currently, we think, in the league. So franchise bench cut. Billy, let's start with you. Franchise bench cut, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, or Josh Allen? Go.
This is tough.
Shit, do I have to go first?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, this is hard
Well,
because
Brian with a Y says I can't go first, so you guys have to go first.
So this is
He's the
hard
only one that
because
matters.
I've made my feelings about Lamar clear that he's just a running back. But he's so good. We've talked about this before
He
with
is
our
good.
last
He's a
with
good
our
guy.
last FBC. So I feel like my mind's changed a little bit after we discussed this, where the old me would say, cut Lamar, we don't need a runner. But I'm trying to think of the diversity behind it. You have a runner, you have a throwing running threat, and then you have a threat. Fuck. All right, I just changed my mind. I just changed my mind again.
That's all right.
We are going to. I'm going to work backwards here. We are going to cut Lamar because
Okay.
Josh Allen can run too.
Okay.
Not as well as Lamar, obviously, but he can still run. We are going. Oh, fuck you for making me go first. Joe Burrow should have been league MVP last year, in my opinion, because the Bengals. It's league MVP. It's MVP, not popularity contest. Damn it, this is hard.
This is really tough.
This one's really hard. Shit. Franchise Allen, bench Burrow, cut Lamar.
Okay.
Yeah.
That. All right. That's surprising.
Sorry,
All right.
No. That's. I was curious what you're gonna do.
I don't like it.
Luca, go ahead.
I don't feel good about this. I'm gonna be sick. Burping up too. That thing.
Oh boy.
All right. No. The real MVP from last year, I fought for him. Lamar franchise. Sorry, he doesn't have top tier receivers. He has Zay Flowers. The guy can just do some stuff. If Brick Hands would have caught that ball, they would have been in the Super Bowl. Simple as that. A lot closer than Josh Allen, a lot closer than Joe Burrow last year. I'm going to bench Joe Burrow, cut Josh Allen shut. Yeah, yep, I said it. I said it.
Josh Allen?
I know it's so tough, but it's not a popularity contest. Joe Burrow, in watching quarterbacks to see what he did in quarterbacks and how great he really was. Like, what was it? 8 games with like 250 yards and 2 or 3 touchdowns every single game. It was like an NFL record. Are you kidding me? Like, even if you give Josh Allen those receivers, I don't think he can do that. I don't know. You give Lamar that, yeah. I think he's doing that. And then he's also running for 1,000 yards because he can. So, yeah, sorry, Josh Allen. Go spend time with your wife.
You're not wrong because Lamar did put that ball right in Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
He put it right in his breadbasket, and he did choke. So it wasn't like it was a bad throw. Lamar came up clutch with a good throw when it mattered.
Yep.
And Andrews shit the bed. I like it, Luca. I like where you're going with that.
Lamar has carried that team over and over and over and over.
But so did Burrow.
I know, man. But look at the records.
Yeah, but the games the Bengals lost was when it was not – the ball was in his hands. They lost on a last-second field goal. It was on the defense. It wasn't –
It was always on the defense.
There was one game I'm pretty sure he threw an interception or he fumbled it or something. But a lot of those games, if the ball was in his hands, I think their season would have been different.
Yeah.
This is a hard one.
This is a hard one.
It really is. TS, I got to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay. So I'm going to start from backwards. As much as I don't want to, because I personally think he's going to be a great quarterback in this league, but he's not there yet. And I think it's due to sustainability, we'll call it, is Joe Burrow. I'm going to have to cut Joe Burrow because yes, he's been to a Super Bowl. The other two have not. Okay, but I also don't know what Joe Burrow I'm going to get from year to year. Is it going to be the guy that's an MVP front runner, or is it going to be the guy that misses 12 to 16 games because he broke something or hurt something, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not there yet. I want to be, because I think he's going to be one of the best. So I'm going to cut Joe Burrow. In this case, between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, boy, I don't know. I'm probably
We all know
going
whose
to-
dick you're sucking. Get out of here.
No, I'm probably going to bench Josh Allen. I'm probably going to franchise Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he's got that good meat. Choo choo. Somebody's on the Lamar Jackson train. His name is T. West. I turned you into a Ravens fan, didn't I?
I've just always been a sucker for running backs. So, having been one in high school, I'm still a sucker for running backs. So, yeah. But okay, so that guys, that's everyone. That is our franchise bench cut for who we think are probably the best 3 quarterbacks in the NFL.
That was tough.
Let us know your thoughts of who you would franchise, who you would bench, and who you would cut out of this group of 3. Probably the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Mhm.
So let us know.
I truly want to know what other people's opinions are on this one, for sure.
You know,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
will say after hearing both of your reasons, I feel really ignorant with my answer. But
No,
it's
no.
it's just too hard. Too hard.
It is. Well, you got put right there, and based off of your fuck up, we were able to fix our answers. You just got thrown to the wolves, man.
Yep.
I sat on that green dildo for you guys.
That's why you're
Caught
the
it
best. Dildo,
Caught it
the
with his
dildo.
teeth. They always say in the NFL, a great receiver catches with his hands. You just caught that straight in the hole.
Ooh.
Hook, line, and sinker.
All right, fellas. So, okay, would you like an easier franchise bench cut? I think.
I feel like I
Yeah,
need to
that
redeem
one hurt
myself.
too
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me go get you guys a different one here. So another franchise bench cut, and now we're doing this one because this particular group of players here, they can actually make or break a fantasy football team and their week. So in this case, we're gonna go franchise bench cut tight ends. Now the 3 that I brought up, Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, who lit up the fantasy world last year, and then the always just there, George Kittle. So, franchise bench cut, Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, George Kittle, and I made Billy start last time, so Luca, you're going to start this time. What are you doing here?
Man, you know, if it's fantasy football, I always take Kelsey, and I just, you know, Taylor Swift.
If she's at the stadium, stardom.
right? You know, and then of course Kelsey just shit the bed for me last year. So I'm looking at all 3 of these guys if they're going to be there in my fantasy football draft. Ah, man, Kittle has been really good at staying healthy. He did have some injury issues early on. Trey McBride has a quarterback who can't see over the line, somehow getting him the ball. And you got Brock Bowers, who that guy's just a beast. So now that he actually has a quarterback this year, I'm going to franchise Bowers. I think he could be very electric this year. Once again, I'm going to bench Kittle just because, you know, got a soft spot for that long Goldilocks hair. I'm going to cut Trey McBride. That's I hate saying it. I'm going to cut him. I don't know.
Okay.
You give him a better quarterback. Does he do more? I don't know, but somehow he is always there. I don't like my answer, but I'm cutting you. Sorry, man. No disrespect. Somebody's got to go. It was you. Fuck the Cardinals.
All right. Now, Billy, I'm really curious to see this one because I think this one guy on this list kind of screwed you over by like 0.1 point in fantasy Super Bowl last year. So,
Fuck Bruce.
yeah.
Fuck Bruce. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Dude, sorry to
Have
bring
you
that back up.
Have you caught that?
On my yeah. Fuck Bruce. That's right. Yeah, that's right. If you would have caught that,
Yeah.
and then you had fucking who was trying to had to be the fucking hero.
Yep.
What's his face? The backup. Had to run it. The quarterback. Just had to run it.
Oh,
Yep.
I forget who it was. Was it Josh Dobbs?
Yes.
Yes,
No.
Josh Dobbs.
Yes, it was.
Really?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Just had to be the hero and run it.
Right.
So one more fucking time. Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
So how does this affect your?
Fuck Bruce. Okay, so I franchising Bowers, I'm benching McBride, and I'm cutting Kittle, and I hate that answer. I hate that because I like Kittle too. Just like Lucas said, I like Kittle. He's a good dude. You watch receiver, he's a rad guy.
Yeah, you gotta love his intensity.
Yeah, I hate that answer. And my reasons, the only reason I picked what I picked and cutting Kittle is just strictly thinking about age and the fact you're going to get longevity out of the other two. Kittle's one of the greatest to ever do it at that position. Mm-hmm. If we're talking current day, though, I'm a GM. I'm having to make a difficult decision. If these three are on my roster, I have to figure something out and how to better set the team up for future success. I'm doing that, as painful as it may be. Now, if you're saying scenario is all these players in their absolute prime, I'm franchising Kittle all day. But current day, that's my answer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just have zero respect for the Arizona Cardinals. If you guys need a GM, my number, give me a call.
Jesus.
Dude, you can't double dip. You can't be GM for the Bears and the Cardinals.
Hey,
and
it's first come, first serve. Whoever gives me a phone call, I'll go and be their GM.
You're just throwing your name in the hat for
everywhere.
Even the Colorado Rockies. Remember that one?
Yeah. Any football team, any basketball team, any football team, any one of those three major sports, give me a call. I'll be your GM. I will take you to a championship.
So football, basketball. Got it.
Oh, and baseball.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Sorry.
Yep.
You're just a slut for wanting to be a GM. You're just giving it out to anybody that will take it.
Anybody and everybody.
Back shots. I'll take it.
All right. No, thanks, fellas. I appreciate your input on that franchise bench cut. Definitely one of our favorites. Again, everyone, let us know what you're thinking with this group of tight ends here. I think we love this segment, so we're going to try to make up some really good ones. Maybe we'll go position by position as we get closer to the NFL season kicking off. We do have our fantasy draft happening on Labor Day weekend, so we'll try to get a few more of these in. Then try to help some of you out because we're all going to try to beat Bruce this year. So
all fantasy draft is all fantasy draft is just me talking trash to everybody about how great I am at drafting, and then I never win.
That is also true. That is also true.
13-1, didn't even make it to the finals. Wow.
Okay.
I hate Bruce so much. Fucking.
Can we boot him out of the league?
No, we can't boot him out.
We have to keep public enemy number one in the league.
Yes,
and he's got a title to defend.
I think he's really looking forward to the chance to come on here and do a little showboating and gloating. And
we give Bruce shit, but we love Bruce.
I've blue balled him enough here, so he wants to come on. We'll get him pretty soon.
It's gluck, 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 gluck. That's all you're going to hear from that guy. Lions this, lions that, gluck, gluck, gluck.
I don't know.
It's our year. It's our year.
I don't know if it is for the Lions. They lost their.
I'm supporting the Lions. If not the Packers, why not the Lions?
Okay, you bring up a real. I saw this question, and it was posed, I think, by ESPN Milwaukee. Are you guys good if we go off topic and be homers for just a couple minutes here?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay. Let me bring this up, and I think again, ESPN Milwaukee brought this up, and I think it's a great question because of the world that we're in.
Oh shit.
Oh, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, they're from ESPN Milwaukee. The question is, and this is from Jim Matt Molly, would you give up 5 years of Packers playoff appearances for a Brewers World Series win? Not just making it to the World Series, so not just an NL pennant, but a Brewers World Series win. Luca, go ahead and give us our start here. What would you go with?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's give up 5 years of us losing in the NFC Championship every flipping year, and let's bring in that one win, that one World Series win. That's something that we've never gotten to see before. I mean, the fact that we got to see the Milwaukee Bucks win one, we've gotten to see 2 Super Bowls by Green Bay. The only thing that would suck about not making the playoffs would be having to hear either the Bears or the Lions or the Vikings fans talk trash. But honestly, who cares? We got so many of them. Whatever.
we have way more than they do.
It would just be an honor to see the Brewers win a World Series. Just like I keep saying, ugly cry.
Okay. All right, Billy, what are your thoughts on this?
Luca makes a good point. To be able to see it, so for the third major sport in Wisconsin, to see them win a championship in our lifetime would be pretty cool. Now, would this mean if the Packers made the playoffs for 5 years in a row that we just know right away Brewers are not going to win the World Series, or we can always just live on a hope that they would?
Right. I don't know. That's
a saying there's a chance.
Right. They didn't specifically say the Brewers wouldn't make the playoffs. So
would you give up 5 years of Packers playoff appearances? I'm gonna go with no. We with no.
Okay.
Brewers. How you looked at that?
You know, I feel like without jinxing anything, with what the Brewers have cooking, I feel like they're gonna win it the old-fashioned way without any black magic.
All right.
I think I'm firmly believing that we have some euchre magic. I mean, it looks like there's a 10th guy out on that field
all the time.
And I don't know. I'm not one of those superstitious people, but shoot.
Like angels in the outfield, but it's like euchre in the outfield.
Yep.
Yeah. It's kind of looking like that because some of these plays, I mean, how many ground balls are going off gloves of infielders of the Mets yesterday? And we come back, and then Isaac Collins. I just gave myself goosebumps. Isaac Collins, man, what a crush! And I sat there and I looked over at my wife. I'm like, bottom of the ninth, Isaac Collins is up. He's gonna crush this one. This is gone. I just had this feeling, and boom, right then and there, first pitch gone.
Yeah,
I was just like, no. Can I just use one of my wishes? Did I use one of my euchre wishes? I gotta save the last 2 for
save them.
The World Series.
Yep, absolutely gotta save them.
Yeah.
All right. So my 2 cents here that I'll put in is the part that's hard for me to give up 5 years of Packers playoff appearances is that if you start them now, that's 5 years of Jordan Love not making the playoffs. And that's also 5 years because he's only got a couple years left on his deal. If you're not making the playoffs, do you just let him walk and do you try to rebuild? I think there's a rebuild happening in there if the Packers don't make the playoffs for the next 5 years. You're firing your coach. You're firing your GM. You're letting Jordan Love walk. You're rebuilding. I don't want to see a rebuild.
Good point.
I still want to see Jordan Love be better than Aaron Rodgers and be better than Brett Favre. So he's not there yet, but I would love to see it. I'm not going to sit out here and be a Jordan Love hater. I am, but I'm not going to be one if that makes any sense. No, if he can come out and prove me wrong and be better than those 2 guys, I will happily eat my words, but I will also enjoy the ride because I want him to be better than those guys. So that being said, what if the Brewers win a World Series and the Packers win a Super Bowl anyway? So it's hard for me to answer this one just because I think if we were to give up 5 years, you'd see a rebuild in Green Bay, and I don't think anybody wants.
Have some great draft picks, though.
Would have some great draft picks, but
it's a good point. It's a good point because now you're talking about changing the trajectory of a whole franchise and just
right.
I'd like it because then you're getting rid of Goody and all his fuck ups. He can't draft in the first round. He'll He's showing it over and over and over. He'll even trade out of the first round because he's that bad of trading or drafting the first round in order to trade back and not get the guy and just get Kevin King. I mean, come on. So yeah, if it's a rebuild, yeah, let's hope it's one of those rebuilds that it's all of those first round picks that keep messing up every single year. You get them out of there. Maybe Jordan Love is like the Joe Burrow for our team, and he's just throwing lights out, and we extend him, hopefully. And it's just all the other things around him that we got to fix.
Well, either way, it's going to be. I think it's going to be exciting for all of Wisconsin sports this coming fall. There's some big things happening, and fingers crossed we get to enjoy it. So
expectations are high. You know, throw the Bucks in there too. All three major sports expectations are super, super high for all three teams to go deep into the playoffs and not win a championship. Luke, are you sure you're done with your point? Because I was waiting for the. If you're listening, I could be a GM. Duty, bring me on.
Yep.
You plead your case for it.
I mean, I just said what I said, so give me a call.
All right, fellas. Well, so this has been a ton of fun today. We're going to have to close the bar here. We have made it through pretty much everything. Don't want to take away next week's stuff. So I think we're going to call it here. Last shots. Anybody, what you got?
We do have some shout outs. We do have some new followers.
Okay, here we go.
Edits by Gav on Instagram. Thank you for the follow. Athletic Historians. Cool page. Checked it out on Instagram. Go and check it out some more. Dig the follow, and can't wait to look at more of that page. Go give them a follow as well. And then there's this one kid here. I don't. How do you pronounce his name?
That just got a Y in it.
Oh, Nathan. He's been listening to Nathan with a Y.
Nathan with a Y. Okay.
Nathan with a Y. He's been listening to us. We've been into the podcast, and he's like, "How come you guys aren't giving me a shout out?" I lied to him. I told him my mic cut out. Yeah, it's in there.
Thanks for listening, Nathan.
Yeah,
Nathan
thanks for
with
listening.
a Y, you rock, buddy.
Yep, thanks for listening, little guy. And
is this some like grown ass man that I just called little buddy?
I mean, he just turned 25.
Oh, okay, he's a youngin'
24?
yet. Thanks, little buddy.
Thanks, little guy.
All right, Billy, last call. What you got?
I really don't appreciate how you guys have to always add insult to injury. Fuck Bruce. You guys bring it up every week, and it's just starting to sting.
Oh, you're gonna get the yips.
The good news is fantasy football is right around the corner. I can stop whining like a bitch. I can just run it back.
Yeah, run it back.
As
much as I don't want to see summer end, I'm looking forward to our Labor Day shenanigans. I'm looking forward to the drafts, and it's gonna be good. So looking forward to what's in store.
Are you going to be okay with handing that belt? I've been thinking about this. Like, you got to give him the belt in your house.
That is
no. I'm not going to be okay. I'm not going to be okay. But I'm going to do it with a smile because, hey, all seriousness, I would have rather have lost to Bruce than fucking Luca.
So, true. That would.
That would have been insufferable. So,
oh man, you're right. That would have been terrible.
So that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
It could always be worse. Yeah.
Always be worse.
Always be worse.
I got a final thought. If you're one of those fantasy football guys where you need to have a second team in order to win the championship just so you can trade rape them, you probably have the IQ of Mel Kiper, who is like the joke of knowing anything about football. So that's
Who are you throwing shade at?
Nobody.
Nobody
Nobody in particular. I'm just saying.
Okay, sure.
If you have to have a second team, trick one of your buddies who doesn't know about football into playing just so you can trade rape them so you can win a league. So be it.
This will have to get uncovered. We're going to have to do some digging to figure out who did this. So
yeah, this sounds personal.
Yeah.
Not at all. I think it's how some leagues like to be ran. It's almost like when a commissioner comes in when you're not looking and takes your like tight end and puts them on their bench real quick and puts somebody else in there and expect you to not notice, and all of a sudden you went from having a win to a loss, and then maybe you get booted out of the league for it, calling them out on it one too many times for a couple of years. Yeah,
you never got booted.
Collusion.
You never got booted.
Collusion.
So to make the all right to expand on this, yeah. If I switched out your tight end, then my wife would have won.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, maybe Luca won't find out. Maybe I'll get some head. And then
Did you get head?
No, I didn't get it.
What the?
Because all my phone was blowing up the whole damn night from Luca, you going, oh, this is rigged. This is rigged. So, yeah, no, I didn't get anything. I tried. That's what I was trying for. I'm like, if I get her the victory, maybe I'll get some. But no, I didn't.
And maybe you would have had a third kid.
I'm trying to remember the timing of this. I don't think so. But anyway, no. But yeah. So, yeah, I did do that. And I tried. And it was strictly in trying to get some. No, so that's it. It wasn't because I was trying to like rig the league and fuck Luca, right? Like
multiple times. I noticed that there's a gap missing from 2010 to 2014, and I'm like, wait, didn't I win in 2011 and 2012? And then
I had 2 leagues going. One I didn't. So we redid them. And,
yeah, I was like, hold up, I'm like, did he delete the 2 years that I won in there? I was like, I did not remember winning those years. That was
the other league that you won. So.
Oh, okay.
So don't worry, I've never actually booted you from a league. I've dealt with your shit the whole time.
Oh, it just transferred from one league into another league.
Exactly.
I was just, I was drinking. I was looking at league history, and I was just like, this motherfucker deleted me out of here. What happened?
Nope. Yeah, there's a few years missing because that one league didn't go. Yeah.
My wife's like, hold on to things much. Dwell on shit much. It's been 15 years, bro.
Right?
What changed in your life that this has hurt you? I'm just like, you know what? These past years, I haven't been able to say collusion towards T West, and it's really started to tick me off. I haven't called you Goodell for a little
bit.
Rigged.
Rigged. Everything's rigged.
Now, I mean, just because I know it's gonna like get at certain people, Katie, I do like to mess around with you. Like when we accidentally messed up the draft time, I was like, should I say it?
I'm surprised you didn't go more over it. Yeah.
No, it's funny. I laughed. It could happen to anybody. It's a good time now. I just like to joke around and push a couple buttons here and there.
Fair enough. It's all good. But yeah, so no, just to expand on your point there, I was trying to get some head. So.
All right, let's do that again this year. If I'm sitting good and we all know I'm going to be in the playoffs, hey man, if Katie goes from 6 to midnight because she beat me, great. Let's just throw that out there.
Tune into the phone. Let's get it. Let's get it.
I'll give you a hall pass. But she has to go 6 to midnight.
Like your cat.
Your cat's with
your cat likes it.
Looks like these two
that pussy's talking, huh?
What the fuck? I don't even know where the cat is.
Well, Luca went 6 to midnight, and his pussy's like, okay. I have questions about where the peanut butter is.
Oh, God, I'm done.
This is why we only see his lower.
I need a drink.
We only see his upper half.
Why is there a 3-inch divot in the peanut butter jar?
Who had the asparagus here?
Oh gosh, you cats like peanut butter? Asking for a friend.
We need to go. All right.
Man.
Goodbye, everybody. We
overstayed our welcome.
We did overstay our welcome. Peace. Bye.